Welcome to the locker. Season 7, episode 1. Uno. Man, I don't know why I look like I'm a cartoon, but that's cool with me. Van said I look like a cartoon. Look at him. I'm in the Matrix. It's a whole new year, man. Hey, everything you see, that's probably my whole thing. Everything you see ain't. Don't believe everything you see. Don't believe everything you hear. That's kind of going to be the theme of this year, I think. Anyhow. Ben is over there watching the game. I can't see it. I got it on downstairs, so I'm listening to it a little bit. But happy 2026, my man.
Same to you, my brother. Look, there's only two people in my life that have stayed with me for longer than what you have.
Oh, Lord.
That's my wife and my parents. That's it. People can't stand me. So kudos. Appreciate you.
Hey, man. 2025 end okay. You got a lot of regrets. Okay, cool. You think you can improve on 2025 or 2025 is the standard?
2025. 2025 is by far it's a crazy year. It was my ball game. It's a crazy year. Business wise, it's the worst year I've ever had in my entire time as a business.
Ooh-wee.
But then I was on pregame. Well, I was on Monday morning sports talk. I was on post game. I had a lot of that stuff good, but business wise, man, it was by far. It was a rough year. But other than that, I woke up this morning, feet touched the ground. Everything else is gravy.
That's a good deal, man. Good deal. I will say, I'm starting off 2026 with a bang.
Uh-oh.
A lot more motivated. Huh?
You getting married?
Nah.
Oh.
Starting off with a bang, though.
Okay.
You got I feel balanced, clean, cleansed.
I like that. Okay.
I cleanse my system coming out of the new year.
Okay.
And like I ain't the type of person like people. I'm not the type of person to wait to the new year to make a change. If
Right,
it's a change need, I ain't waiting. Why would I wait 3 weeks, a month?
Right.
365 days. So, but I came this year, man. I've been accomplishing stuff right off the top. Like clear view, clear vision. Got goals. I usually make goals and work on them as I'm going. But I got goals that I see. I can see the finish line. I'm just, making my way through there. So
that's what's up.
Only bad thing about 2020, actually, it's not 2026, 2025. And I don't talk about it a whole lot. I really don't want to. I don't want to make it no topic. My niece and nephew's mother passed away. My brother's baby's mom passed away, 39 years old.
Damn.
I mean, suddenly. So that's been the one thing that's been in the back of my mind. I might have to raise kids again.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's rough. So, it's kind of like a numb feeling.
What's the age of the kids?
12 and 19. The boy is 19. The girl is 12.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Rough.
And as
Were
you know,
they there?
My brother's incarcerated for another year.
Who found her?
My nephew. He called us on the day after Christmas.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Well, it might have been the 26th or 27th. I can't remember.
This just happened.
Huh?
So this just happened.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like we were finishing up Christmas because we didn't get to finish up Christmas because it got late or whatever. So we had gifts to open and some games to play, some prizes to hand out. And in the middle of playing the game, we get a phone call.
Man.
The worst phone call you get when people screaming. When people screaming in the phone, you can't make what they're saying. Like
right.
So I don't know. I'm still kind of numb to it, but man, it is. I don't know. That is. And the funeral is tomorrow, or the celebration is tomorrow because she was cremated. But so other than that, I'm not saying like other than that, like moving on, but I did say something about it on Sunday morning, but And me and her we had that relationship like the in-laws have. We argue most of the time, look out for each other, but I don't, I just kind of, everybody know I got a platform. So I just wanted to point that out for my niece and nephew's sake, and
Right.
very least, so they had no idea care about their mama. Although we argue 90% of the time, but still family. Anyways, getting on to what we came here for.
Praying for you and your family, man. That's big, man.
I appreciate you. I think my mom need most of the prayer, boy.
I'm sure, dude.
She the only grandma left.
Oh,
both her parents passed away the past 2 or 3 years. So my mom is my mom. Her sisters and brothers, and my brothers, me, my brother, and my sister, and my mom. So, I don't know where we're gonna start at, man. I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, Anthony. I just watched the craziest last 30 seconds of a game I've ever seen. Kentucky had the ball 2 times, turnovers. Missouri got the lead, Kentucky, turnover. Down 1. Missouri has the ball under our basket. They throw the ball long. Chandler blocks it. We get the ball. Owe has a shot right at the rim. Misses it.
Wow.
And Missouri gets the rebound. Instant foul. Missouri's in the 1-on-1. Missed the first. They get the rebound.
What?
Then they just made 2 free throws after that guy gets fouled. Now we got the ball at half court. So Anthony, probably 1 second left on the clock. Missouri lets us roll the ball all the way to half court. We call a timeout at half court. We got the ball at almost the damn old school timeline.
Wait a minute. So if I'm keeping up with it, so Missouri up 1?
3 now. They're up 3 now. 9.
At the crib? At Rupert?
Yeah. We went on. So we were up. Had to be 66-58, I think. So they went on a 13-2 run.
Damn.
In probably the last 2 minutes, if I'm guessing correctly. Because we had an 8-point lead. Then we started.
Who started the game? What was the starting lineup? You know?
I didn't see the start of the game. I would say probably Lowe, JQ, Mo, Aberdeen, and I'm Chandler, maybe. Why don't they foul us? That's a bad shot. What the fuck? Dude. Hey, Anthony. All right. I'm going to say right now, this team is done. So, and not because of the loss. There's infighting during the game. They're arguing during the free throw huddle. It's not a good look.
Wow. Somebody said that about the last game. They was yelling at each other on the court.
You can't do that, man. Anthony, FYI, you froze on me. Yeah, I can hear you, but your face is frozen. Yeah, this team. Okay, that's better. This team is cooked. They are cooked.
Man.
So, and I've said that I'm gonna hold out until Lowe and JQ play a few more games to get the cohesiveness a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't do that. I'm going to tell you right now, you as a former player, it doesn't hurt your team a lot. You know how Golden State, when they were winning, they always give up like a 4-quarter lead. So teams always felt they was always in the game, no matter what the score was. That's the same thing with this team now. I know right now that if we down 20 and we make a run, they're gonna start yelling at each other, and we got them right where we want to. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't let opponents see you disintegrate during the game.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna always feel like there ain't nothing worse. And I know you played. I don't know if you played a game. I was not always on great basketball teams, but I know I played in some games. You down 25. You're like, fuck, pack it up. we ain't got nothing on them. They more talented, and now we down 20 something. Nah, I'm gonna try to get mine. So when the box score comes in on the morning averages, it's so all right, Van at least scored 15, 16, 17, 18. You know,
right.
It wasn't on him. It wasn't on him. So, but dude, you can't do that in the game, man.
Sheesh. I'm sorry to hear that, man, because it goes to now. It makes me think about coming to this season. We are in year 7 of this thing, and it makes me think about how much pressure is going to be on Will Stein.
Oh,
and I'm also kind of questioning. We bringing in all these defensive backs and stuff from Florida.
Stop.
And the crazy thing is that your boy is familiar with us.
Who?
The coach. The head coach is familiar with Kentucky just in general. John Summerall.
Oh, I was wondering which one you was talking about. Okay.
Yeah, he's familiar with Kentucky. So like oh man. Do you hate to see him? Like, do we hate to see him go? Like hey, you know what? I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Stop.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you going in 2026. I'm gonna be completely honest with you and some of our listeners. I done got to the point I feel sorry, man. I sold my soul. I feel terrible. I done got to the point where I start fabricating. I start lying what I really believe. Because if I say what I really believe until the shit's over, I got to hear from all these munchkins who feels because their voices are loud and they run with a crew of banshees, a mob, a cult that feels like if you don't agree with us, you're wrong.
Yeah, right.
I'm cool with being wrong by myself. I just don't want to hear your motherfucking mouth. So I just start lying. I just start saying what they want to hear. Now, mind you, I'm just between me, you, and the locker. I jot down notes. Of my true statements and the dates. So a year from now, 2 years from now, when no, you said this. I said this to get you to shut the fuck up.
Facts.
I ain't gonna say I love. I'm starting to be more convinced about the Will Stein hire. There's a whole lot of questions. I still got the same question I had before. But when I asked all my questions, everybody was on my head. Cool. Because it's the same thing with, not so much Liam, but same thing with Will Levis. And, okay, I was wrong. I'm happy to be wrong if we going to win 10 games. Shit, I'm happy. But some of the things that's going on, scratching my head, it can be real good. It can be real bad because it comes across like when Hal Mummy first came here. Me telling college football, we don't hit in practice. Now, mind you, in the NFL, they don't hit in practice either. Ain't nobody got no problem with it. But they got a problem with us at Kentucky not hitting in practice and not even wearing pads. So everybody was talking shit till you score 30, 40, 50 points on there. Now all of a sudden.
Right.
So I'm just kind of like I'm looking at what he's doing. Everything ain't connecting the dots for me immediately. But if I be quite frank and be logical and explain my logic to people, then I'm the dummy because these keyboard warriors, they can hide behind saying something and never having to live up to it. Or you can hide behind saying something. And if you're right, I told you. Because where's Garrett? Like Garrett had a week of fame, 2 weeks of fame. Get your cash, get your money up, Garrett. It was about a week.
Was it a whole week or was it just a few days?
It might have even been a week.
Yeah, I don't think it was a week.
Yeah, so that's my point.
Because once he went on KSR, I think people started questioning. And I think that was a couple of days after the thing. Bro, this y'all, and this is Anthony. You know what?
Hey, Steven, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
This
he gotta come out.
This is what the deal is. And like I said, I don't have a problem with you firing Coach Stoops. I don't. But as we said on here, firing Coach Stoops doesn't mean it's going to flip the program. We still got the same issues, and fans are starting to understand that. Like when this Sam Levitt stuff happened, I started this little thing. I said on that show, I'm like, look, I want you to understand, he probably ain't coming here. I'm like, y'all getting all excited about something that ain't gonna happen. Like that, I want people to be completely honest with yourself. Like I asked, if you had a kid that was a quarterback and he had LSU, Texas Tech, Miami, whomever else after him, in Kentucky, is Kentucky your first choice? Take the blue color glasses off. It's not. So why you think the number 1 and number 2 quarterback in the portal is coming to Kentucky? Just because of Will Stein? Come on, y'all. Like there's more to the story. And like I told people, Anthony, when I was I don't know what the word is with agents, being recruited, whatever, I don't know what the word is. The assistant of the agent I went with was on the board of Indiana University. He was, I think, technically the first black player drafted in NFL history. Drafted, not played, actually drafted. He told me this in 1997. You don't understand the amount of money that Indiana University has. They're just not going to use it unless they have a reason to. And that was in 97. That wasn't Mark Cuban. Now Mark Cuban dude, they have money. So now Kentucky went from having a disadvantage with recruiting because of the in-state talent pool, the regional talent pool with other colleges around it. So now that went there, and now that's eliminated. But now we don't have the money. So we're in the same boat that we were before NIL because we don't have deep pockets. So now y'all really think it's going to be easy to just become an Indiana? We don't have Indiana money. Here's the thing I think our fans should do, and they got to be patient, is with this NIL and this portal, the best thing for teams like us to do is to build through high school again. Because a lot of these high school players ain't getting picked up because teams are getting portal. Your Alabamas, your Georgias, your Ohio States, your shit. Everybody's getting a portal quarterback. Everybody's trying to find somebody in the portal. Well, that means there's some high school players that are getting left out of the equation. What you need to do is 26, 27 recruiting classes needs to be elite for us, not for Georgia, Alabama, for us. But then you got to give them 3 years. You got to give them 3 years to those players elevate and then become the players that we need them to become and propel the program. That's the only way to do it. We can't build through the portal. We can't. Can you get a piece here and there? Yes, but you can't build through the portal because we ain't got the dinero. We got the Garretts.
Monero. Let me ask you this though.
Yeah.
How do you feel about like the coaching hires? Not specifically the brand or the resume of the coaches hired, just a coach from here. Like no continuity, no. And I don't know, and I'm only speaking from the experience I had with the new coach. Because Stoops came in with a bunch of guys he familiar with some way. Same neighborhood, high school, background, something. Mummy came in, and I did Mummy, Leach. Then you got a little Sonny Dykes. You got a little Chris Hatcher.
Yeah.
You got, like they all had some kind of connection and it worked some
Yeah.
camps. They got the same.
Right.
I'm just like, man, all these pieces fitting together. Like I said, it could be a genius move. Here's the problem I got. And everybody keeps saying, I've asked inside.
Well, we lost Anthony. Here's the deal, man, for me in this situation is that if you give Will Stein some time, if you give him some time, I like the possibility, but I understand where Anthony's coming from. And that's what is hard for some fans to get with is when you become a head coach, you have to completely trust the people that are your assistant coaches. And what that means is you're going to probably hire guys that you know. And fans don't like that. And I can understand why, because there is a thin line there. But I got to hire a person that I know when I'm not in the room, I don't have to guess if he's going to back me up, say the right things, cover my ass or whatever. I need to trust that guy or that lady, that individual we're on the same level. When you start hiring people that you don't know, you don't always know the true intent. And some of those people, if you don't know the true intent because you really don't know them, that's when people start backstabbing. That's when you start getting these anonymous sources. That's when it starts leaking out because you don't have people whom you have, as Anthony said, going to college with, going to high school with, live in the same area. We were raised together. We love each other like brothers. When you don't have that can become an issue with leakage. And I'm gonna let you finish, Anthony. I was guessing where you were going with it.
No. And I just kind of and so I'm just kind of saying, and hopefully all this stuff, works together. You got the best person in each position. Kind of seems like our basketball team right now. You got the top player at each position. All of them are role players. Nobody, and they're not gelling together. Like I said, hopefully everything works out. I don't know. Well, I do know in a sense, Will Stein's relationship with Stu. I'm not saying relationship as far as how they get along. I know he don't know him because I'm Stu's dude, and we both don't know him. But you're not gonna find a better D-line coach for the money and willing to coach. He's one of the top 5. So unless you're gonna get 1, 2, or 3 to uproot from where they at, you got at home. You're gonna keep Stu. So I don't know what the dynamic is like with that. But the problem I had ain't the problem. The concern I got now for the fan base, and like you said, it was time to move on from Stu. I just didn't know how we was going to get out of that buyout. I didn't think we was going to pull the trigger. We pulled it. And it's time for new blood, just like the Baltimore Ravens. It's time for new blood. I mean, you're done the same thing, you keep hitting the same ruts. It's time for something new. Whether we got to scrap it and start new. Here's the problem, man, what you just witnessed. When football wasn't doing what they doing, we had the highest paid roster in basketball. The big hat threw out the money, what we call money, threw out the money to put the highest paid roster, $22 million, ain't the number. Well, we gonna say $22 million to put a team out there. This team ain't doing what they supposed to do. I'm gonna venture to guess. Big Hat ain't putting that money back out there next year, Mark. And I like Mark Pope. And I think he's a basketball mind. But I've said it a long time. Michael Jordan would probably be a terrible basketball coach. I'm surprised that Deion is a good football coach.
Is he?
He's not terrible.
Right. I'm not.
But Jordan, I don't think Jordan can translate his game with his expectations to the common youth.
Let me let me back. I didn't mean to say that like he's a bad coach, but I'm like, is he a good coach? Because to me, Dion is John Calipari. Dion has the aura. Dion has the ability to bring in people to support him. His damn fucking whole staff is former great NFL players or former great coaches.
But that still has to translate to the players on the field. And no matter how good you are, don't make.
That's what I'm saying. And for me, watch Dion, because I'm a Dion fan, and I watch all the Colorado games. Every single one. His in-game decision-making is questionable. It's questionable. He makes some decisions that has worked better when he had the elite talent he had when he first got Colorado, when he had at Jackson State. But when you know you don't have that talent anymore, I think you need to change the way you see the game.
Yeah.
There's some things you can't do when you don't have Shedeur and Travis Hunter.
Right. Oh, so I agree. I agree with that. But so I'm just kind of concerned now. So tell me this was about to happen. Unless Kenny Brooks can go to a Final Four, which right now it looked like he came down to y'all. He whooped Joe Lewis's ass. He came down and whooped Joe Lewis's ass. So my point, but the thing is, if our basketball team flops,
which they are,
the brightest fluorescent lights are going to be on Will Stein. Now, mind you, you're going to have a mulligan because this is his first.
Yeah.
What you mean? What are you looking like this for?
No.
Now, mind you, all the talk about we split more money with basketball than any team in the SEC than in football. We're not going to do that next year. I'm going to assume because football is coming up now, and you got to appease these fans. So what you going to do now? What you going to do in the fall when the money got to be split? You're going to say, hey, you know what? Where the big hats at? The big hats coming back out, and this is why I'm having this conversation. Because the big hats either going to turn on the locker, they're going to have these conversations we having. They're going to call Jeremy Jarman. They're going to call what's the tight end? What's Peyton Manning's tight end? Jacob. No, Jacob Tammy.
Jacob Tammy. Yeah.
I'm saying they're going to consult with some of the people like what's going on. And here's what I think. And here's what I think I know, and here's what I think I might know. Because of Will Stein's plan, he wants an elite quarterback.
Yeah.
And we willing to pay him. We willing to pay him. Like pay him. We willing to pay what everybody else is paying.
I'm gonna push back on that, and I've been saying this. I don't think you need an elite quarterback.
We're talking about me or you.
No. I don't think he thinks he needs an elite quarterback. You need an elite You need a quarterback that you think is elite.
Okay.
Because Brandon Chambliss was not an elite quarterback coming out of Ferris State. Will Levis was not an elite quarterback coming out of Penn State. You know, like you don't have to grab you need a quarterback that can run your system. Because sometimes we look too much. Because I'm gonna tell you something, Anthony, and I'm gonna seem like a hater. I don't think Fernando Mendoza is that guy.
You've been saying that for a couple weeks.
So
Alabama thought the same damn thing.
I think there's other quarterbacks. Look, Diego Pavetta, to me, if he's not the second best quarterback in college football, and here's the thing, does he have a strong arm? Does he sit in the pocket? Or his mechanics great? All that bullshit? No. But we're talking about college football. He is the second best, I'm going to give him third best at worst quarterback in college football right now in this year. And Mendoza ain't one or two. in my opinion.
Uh-huh.
So it's like you don't have to get that. Kim Ward came from down Oregon State, played at Incarnate Word. That's a bad word, but for us, it's a bad word.
Right.
But like, he wasn't an elite. Look what he did in Miami, become a #1 draft pick. So I think you need to find the right guy, not the perception guy. And Will Stein should be able to get that. There's only what? If we're being honest, there's only 32 teams. Well, let's say that's 40 teams really that can command getting a great quarterback. And not all 4 of those can. I'm talking about SEC, Big Ten, a couple ACC teams, a couple Big 12 teams. That's it. So Will Stein should be able to get one of the better quarterbacks. He's going to get the best, probably not. But with the limited amount of teams that are able to pay the right amount, we should get a good guy.
So we done with Minchie? Minchie was our guy, who was only graded 2 notches above Cutter.
I honestly think that yes. I think here's the thing, Anthony. Here's what I think. Now I'm going to your angle, conspiracy theories.
I ain't got no angle. I'm just spitting out what ifs.
I don't think we had no shot at Sam Levitt. But
why you say that? Why you say that?
Because we ain't gonna be able to pay him what the other big boys that need quarterbacks gonna pay him.
So they were just waiting to see what we was gonna put out there, and they was just gonna beat it.
Dude, Anthony, just because look, this is when I knew it was over. When we were the first team to bring on campus, I was like, okay. But then I thought about, well, we had to be first because Will Stein had to go to Oregon to prepare for a bowl game. For the playoffs. But we got the first dab at him, right? The first dab at him. When he left, it was over. If he didn't leave Lexington without committing to us, it was over. So when he left,
that makes sense.
When he left, I'm like, it's done. You can't just have one guy. You gotta have your Halle Berry, you gotta have your normal. Well, I'm dating myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back in my day, you gotta have that. Then you gotta have somebody who you can actually get.
Yeah.
We had him, and we had a guy who we thought we can actually get. So we shot our shot. He turned us down, rightfully so. And now we got to go back to the guy that we know that we think fits us like a glove. Let's go after him. Sam Levitt was not coming here. And I said that a long time ago. There's no way he was coming here.
So Will made a lot of statements in his opening presser. Just like Brandon is saying, he said he got to have 71. He want a high percentage guy. Like there's a lot of things. Guys that can read, guys that can process. Like it's a lot. Like you said, it's a lot of intangibles. But it also breaks down to: Are you in a Mike Marks offense? Are you in a John Gruden's offense? Well, by the time you break the damn huddle, you ain't looked at the defense or nothing. Why? Yeah, you run it. Before I line up, I'm like, man, you gotta, they say run to your spot, like run to your position. You don't know how many times in rookie camp we break the huddle and motherfucker ran all the way to the wrong side, and they gotta run all the way to the other side. Get him out of here. Because like you go to the line, like you can't run out there.
I forgot to tell you this. I can't remember who I was talking to when I was with the Rams, and they played for John, and they said, dude, it's like he fucking tags the center and the guards. Like he tags center, block one tech, guard. Everybody has a tag, dude. Everybody, the quarterback tells everybody exactly what to do.
Yeah, man. See, so I'm hearing I'm hearing we between $4 and $5 million for a quarterback. I don't think we paying Minchie $4 or $5 million. We may, but and that's the thing about it, man, huh?
No, we ain't paying Minchie $4 million.
But that's what we were willing to pay 4 or 5 to get the right guy for Will.
Right. So Anthony, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's be realistic, Anthony. Whom have we ever gotten as a quarterback that was not an in-state talent, that was top 15 quarterback in the country when they came to Kentucky? None. Zero.
Brock
in-state.
Brock Vandegrift. Wasn't he top?
I don't think he was top 15 coming out.
That's
a good one, though. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't and we ain't the only one. Vanderbilt had Diego Pavea. I bet you Diego had to go to fucking JUCO.
He ain't the brightest. He ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Boy's about as sharp as wet leather. Boy's about as sharp. I say he's about as sharp as a bowling ball.
Whoa. The crazy part about it, he is the sharpest tool in that family of boys.
He did go to Vandy. You can't just show up at Vandy.
That is true. Did he really though, Anthony? Well, shit, he did stay a year and a half.
He had to do some work.
Yeah, you're right. He had to do something.
Unless they on the fix over there.
Well, hold on. Anthony, he might have graduated.
So
he played a year at JUCO or 2. He might have graduated. Well, he ain't the sharpest tool. Let me pause. Stop. Let me stop. That don't make no sense what I'm about to say. I digress. Keep going. Hey, edit that. Someone, Gronk, edit that what I was just about to say, because that was going to be the stupidest thing I ever said in my life.
I want to go back to what Brandon is saying too. Like I said, I'm excited, man. It's kind of like Christmas, man. I don't know what we gonna get. So Wilcox is not returning.
I think he's in the portal.
Oh, okay.
I think I remember scrolling and seeing that, because you didn't hear anything. Like, people were saying, like, is he still on the team? And all of a sudden, I think yesterday I thought I saw some. He's in the portal. No, Patterson is the only back. I mean, that's the guy from Oklahoma.
No, we got a guy from Oklahoma.
Yeah, so we got 2 backs.
No, he said who's coming back.
Oh, returning. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Oh, so yeah, Jamari, he did enter the portal. Sheesh. I don't know if I guess you got a new coach coming out. So I don't know if I entered the portal with the type of shit I got on my back.
Yeesh. Well, what is he gonna do?
Stay here where somebody done promised you something.
And did Will Stein say he was gonna be able to stay?
I don't know. Is everybody leaving because the coaches had to talk? Like, look, you can stay. I don't know if you're gonna play, but you can stay. I don't know what those talks are like. Right. I was on the other side of the spectrum. When Hal Mumme came after he told me, it's like, hey, I heard rumors. I don't know what happened with you and the old coaching staff. And you got a clean slate with me if you want to come back and fight for a spot in the spring. But when we lined up in the spring, I was number 1. Not number 1, but like when you send your first team out there, I was one of the first dudes. Although I was one of the only upperclassmen with a bunch of freshmen. So I was a sophomore, but I do know they have those end of the season discussions. And maybe having an end of the season discussion, but you trying to, I guess he could go MAC though, and he could probably ball out in the MAC.
Yeah.
Or you think he going Power 4?
I think he has to go down a level with the cloud over his head. Not the talent, just because of the cloud over his head. He's got some stuff.
Hold on. If you got the right agent or the right people around you, hold the hell on. I'm going to assume he ain't going. Well, you know what? Could go to Louisville because they don't mind bringing a little dirt in with him. I will say this though. the cards you play now, if he's been vindicated and he's went through due process,
yeah,
I'm throwing that in your face. I'm throwing that right in your face.
For sure.
Like, so what? I mean, I understand what you heard, but how long am I gonna have to?
And I've already said on here, the whole story doesn't make sense to me.
Those are your thoughts and your thoughts all alone.
There's some pew 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 holes for me.
Right.
As a former athlete going into that situation, there's some.
Oh, Tavani Mizzell's back.
Okay, so there's two backs.
Yeah,
there's some holes in logically what happened. I'm not saying he's right, but there's being a dude who's been on a campus. Yeah.
Hey, is that the new? Hey, you can stay, but I ain't be able to find you no playing time. Is NIL that new conversation? Hey man, you can come back, man. We might have 12,000 for you.
5.
No, but is that the new?
Yeah.
That's because we don't. Because didn't they do away with scholarships?
No,
like everybody's an employee now. I thought everybody's an employee. You just get money.
Because if you get an employee, they have to do a union. Anthony, can you imagine if they told you when we paid 12 racks? Anthony, you can come back for 12 racks.
$1,000 a month,
bro.
That's more than we was making. Hold on, that's more than we was making, man.
What's that?
$1,000 a month?
No, that's what I'm saying. Can you imagine someone offer you 12 racks to come and play? You taking that like yesterday.
While your quarterback making five mil?
See, here's the thing, Anthony. See, that's one great thing about me. I don't give a fuck what everybody else makes. Am I happy with the 12?
To stay, nah. See, now you playing. Now you playing dumb. Now you playing dumb.
Anthony, hold on. Now,
to be on the team, so you could go to Akron, you could go to Southern, and probably get 50, 25.
All right. Let's go two things with this. First of all, I am smart enough to know that Tim Couch is going to make way more than me. So I don't even look at his equation.
Right.
I'm not even worried about him.
Right.
Now, if they paying Tony Woods $100K, now we have to talk. But if they paying me 12, I think at most Tony Woods can make his 12 because he's an in-state kid. He's gonna make. Oh, he might make a little more than me because he's from the state. So let's think about somebody else. Shit. All the players I played was fucking in the state. He was from the state.
Carlos Collins from Ohio.
Okay. All right. Let's say Silos and I. If Silos making 50 grand, I'm not taking 12. Because that ain't right. But if Silos is making 14, I'll take the 12. He's right there. He's from Cincinnati.
I still think you're missing the point.
Well,
the point is, if they offer you 12 here in Kentucky, and I'm talking about today's standards, you don't think I'm talking about me, even me. If not for me 50, you don't think I'm saying? I'm saying that was kind of where I went, but I'm saying is that the new? I'm likely, even back then, I'm likely to be able to go to Akron or Kent State because that's where I'm from, and make whatever they mid to upper range is.
Yeah, I'm not coming back.
I'm not gonna stay here. So my point is, if you in the SEC and they tell you, "Hey man, look, man, I can get you 15,000," that's just a play at Kentucky,
right?
You probably can go to Western Kentucky. You probably can go any MAC school, Memphis, Cincinnati. You could go to different schools. I'm saying, is that the new conversation they have? Like, look, man, I don't know where I'm gonna be able to play no playtime, but in the meanwhile, I probably can get you. I probably can get you 10 bands. Probably get you 10 bands. But you know, I mean, I'm saying that honestly. I know we like, but if you do you think that's a new conversation? It ain't no. Hey, I suggest you transfer. Like we want you to stay because you know the system,
right?
But
so
the mans ain't gonna be there.
No, I think you're right. And here's the thing. That's what I'm getting at, right? For me. But I have a mentality of a 90s mentality. But for me, right? I like Lexington, I like Kentucky. It will take a lot for me to uproot where I'm at, especially if I'm deep in my time at Kentucky. If I'm a freshman, then shit. If I just been on campus 3-4 months, yeah, maybe I'm more willing to dibble and dab. But if I'm a junior or I'm a sophomore going to my junior year, well, you know what? Anthony, take that back because we got a new coaching staff. Eesh. Too many variables. It was the same coaching staff. Let me do this.
You ain't staying, man. Dane Key, homegrown kid, left for more money.
I think Dane Key left because of other things too. But yeah, the money probably made it. Dealing with.
I heard the money is significantly different.
Okay.
I heard.
I thought it'd be dealing with the same offensive coordinator, same quarterback situation, that you ain't going to get better here than if you went somewhere else potentially. Although his year wasn't.
None of them improved outside here either.
What's that?
The guys who left, none of them improved outside. Their numbers didn't improve.
Yeah. I don't think this is one thing that we got to talk about Coach Stoops a little bit. Name a player that when they left here went somewhere else and did better. I can only think of Oliver, who went to Mac school. It wasn't Toledo. Was it Western Michigan?
It wasn't Toledo?
I don't think it was Toledo.
Or Eastern?
I think it's Eastern Michigan. For some reason, I think, well, he is the only player, and he went down a level. Yeah. He is the only player that I can remember that hopped in the portal or transferred and did something at the other situation.
Yeah.
So that to me says that his coaches did something. Either you know what, then I can say they evaluated guys wrong too. But Justin Rogers didn't go to Auburn and light it up.
Right. And it's kind of funny, like you said, and I ain't gonna name no names, but there's a lot of guys running around here now that left here for more money. I'm curious to see what Keyshawn Silver gonna do. But a lot of guys did leave here. Huh?
Nothing. He ain't gonna do it.
I'm not. Come on, man. Come on. We're not that. I'm not wishing. I'm not wishing. What?
You said, you know
what? If somebody gonna pay him more money, then you should go.
No, he can leave. But you said earlier that you've been lying. I ain't lying no more. There's no lie 26. That motherfucker ain't gonna do shit at USC. The same way I said Justin Rogers ain't gonna do shit when he leave here, Keyshawn Silver ain't gonna do shit. It's another year at USC. Not in a bad way. I don't know the kid, but unless he's from California, which I'm not sure, for him to be playing North Carolina, I would think he's an East Coast kid.
Right.
So here's my thing, man. And I know it works out because it worked out for Cam Ward. But when you get to your third school, Anthony, I'm starting like, I'll give you 2 schools.
Right.
I'll give you one mistake. You for damn sure should make the best decision for your redo.
Right.
But when you go to 2 schools and don't produce, it might be you.
That Michael Jackson, ain't it? You got to start somewhere. You need to start.
It might be you. No, and that's no shade. But it might, just think about it. You can't go because one coaching staff wanted you. If you're in a portal, we go get you.
Right.
You go through the recruiting process all over again. We see the whatever, the potential you, come on. We're going to pay you to come here.
Right.
And you get into that situation and still don't do much better than at the other situation, just like the damn offensive tackle for USC. It's like you come here, you had a chance USC, and now you still don't produce. It might be you.
Still, at the end of the day, I think they got the luxury of going somewhere and getting that money. I think that's why Justin left. That's why Keyshawn left. But I say this. This is kind of where I'm at, and I think it's kind of bush league. Like I said, I ain't gonna say no names. But guys leave here, like you said, guys will leave here and don't do no better, and then start bashing everywhere they been. Now, mind you, you only had one shot. Sometimes you like Eminem, you only get one shot. And I'm not saying that one shot is it. Because if Tim Couch gave up football after Elliott Uselak, people would say Tim was a bum.
Yeah.
If I would have gave up football after my Elliott Uselak experience, he should have never been playing here. I mean, it's different people. Craig Yeast could have been a stalk blocker. If Mo Williams came back another year, Craig Yeast would have been stalk blocking at 145 pounds.
Yeah.
For 3 years.
Yeah.
So, but like you said, I do give you credit. I do give you some props and respect to the point where you say when those guys do leave and it don't pan out, now you want to come hunting for everybody else. Like, and I'm not saying them guys, and that's one thing I can't stand when people say somebody in the NFL or somebody sucks. No, like it might not have been the fit. Your focus might not have been there. It could have been anything. Like I said, the coach could have had an itch, but I've been noticing recently, like you said, when you look at the people who left here and you don't prosper, and you got to think about it, how many, and this is the crazy thing, I wish we had Corey Price on here. How many people, man, left here and did their pro day as a Kentucky athlete?
Ooh.
There's been quite a few. Like, I got too much pride. I'll be like Craig Hodges. I just had an SEC logo on my chest.
Terry Wilson came back. Oh, whoa. There's one player, Anthony. That's one player that came to mind that did do better.
Yeah, Rodgers wanted to come back, but the money was off the table.
The defensive back that played at Pitt. Can't think of his name. I think he only came here for 1 year. Some Shire, Devonshire. That's it.
That's like a basketball player, but he could have been a football player too.
That's the only guy, because he started at Pitt. He made some big plays in a couple games.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I'm curious to see. Yeah, I'm just concerned now, huh?
Is Devonshire, MJ Devonshire.
Yeah.
7th round pick though.
Oh, he got drafted?
Yes. Well, 7th round.
Yeah, that's drafted.
Yeah.
We both know, like I said, in the realm of football, it ain't most ideal, but
no. Yep. That's it. That's the only guy.
Corey Peters didn't go nowhere else.
Yeah. Huh?
Corey Peters didn't go nowhere else. Why is he saying Corey Peters?
What do you mean by Corey?
Corey Price. What's the stat dude's name?
Corey Price.
I don't know. Steven got me confused over here.
I think he thought you were talking about a player.
Oh.
No, we talk about the stats guy, Steven.
All right. So
did he? I didn't know that.
So here's my thing. So here's where I stand on this football thing. I don't know, man. I think this shit's gonna be disastrous. Not the football season. I think the way basketball is going to put so much social spotlight on football, man.
It is.
And as Steven Seif's been constantly reminding us of, our first 4 or 5 games in the season
are tough. The first game is a non-conference, but then you get right into it. That's no more. You get your feet wet. You step in the doo-doo early. you better have
they throw you in the deep end.
An outdoor mat down there, because if not, your house gonna be stinking.
Yeah, they throwing you in the deep end, man. They throwing you in the deep end. So I don't know. I want to see, because I do know how it was when Hal Mummy first came here. It was a bunch of doubters, but I don't know. I would like for him to be able to ease his way on in there, just ease on in. But basketball, because the same way people turned from football and went Mark Pope knocked off Purdue. Was it Purdue we knocked off the first game of the season, preseason?
Yes.
And everybody, number one. So
yes.
I just don't want, man, to be so much weight on him. On Will Stein, man.
It's a lot.
Because the other thing was, the other thing they said was, the other thing that's going around that we was going to spend whatever money had to be spent on the right quarterback. If Minchie is the right quarterback, that's fine. I'm gonna have to look at his highlight, look at his film, and see. You know, like I said, I know Will want the ball out. He want to be able to move the pocket. He want to be able to avoid pressure. He want to keep your eyes downfield. He want to be able to recognize hots. Like, so you got to be mobile. There's a lot of different things you got to be, but you got to do all this shit while processing. So that's why it's like, man, he talking about a difference. So you're right. It does take a difference. But if you got all those things, well, you know what? Now that you think about it, that's not true. Because like Baker, Patrick Mahomes, like all those dudes that can move around and throw off balance, throw off center. Yeah, off platform. None of them dudes were big time quarterbacks. You got the statues. You got Peyton Manning and
Tom Brady.
Shit, I guess. Yes, that is crazy, man. I didn't think about that. But I'm just saying, we trying to figure out where we spending all this money at.
Anthony, I'm gonna say this. I as a former quarterback, I actually went over this about Cam Holton, game manager, game changer. As a quarterback, you can make everybody on that side of the ball better. You can make everybody on that side of the ball better.
Right.
With and the quarterback ain't gotta be your elite name brand. He's gotta Chambliss just meshed well with Weiss and Lane Kiffin.
Right.
He was a throw-in for them. He became their dude.
Yeah.
Because that's their connection. That's the same connection with Will Levis and Liam Cohen. That's the connection.
Right.
Liam Cohen didn't have that same connection with Devin Leary. So does that mean Liam couldn't coach? Does that mean that they didn't have a connectivity? Liam Cohen with Trevor Lawrence had a little bit of an issue early in the season. Then finally they found something. That relationship is so important. We don't need a dude. That's why, look, as long as Stein and Sloan and Minchie, when they get into that group, they see things the same way, he's going to be fine. If they don't, it's going to get ugly. It's really that simple as a quarterback. I'm going to tell y'all this. I was a throwing quarterback my whole career until I got to high school. We passed the ball in Little League. I passed the ball like 15 times in Little League a game. Teams don't do that. When I played, when I got to middle school, we passed the ball. When I got to high school, we had a fucking triple option. All right? I had to find a mesh with the OC, who was the head coach. We got to throw the ball some.
Yeah.
We threw the ball more than he's ever thrown the ball because we found something. He started trusting me. I started trusting him because why are you going to fucking put a 5'7", 135-pound quarterback getting hit by a down defensive end every play if he wants to hit me. So we found the middle ground. Then when I got my last offensive coordinator from day one, we hit it off. If you don't hit it off, it's going to be a problem. So all this Minchie and Will Stein, all this quarterback whisper with him and Sloan, it's all great until the guy whom you give the keys to the program don't know if you got to put the key in the turnstile or you press a fucking button. He's trying to put that key in the turnstile, and he's trying to keep scratching that thing. It's a problem. There's a button right there, bro. Press the button. So it all depends.
We're going to see, man. I'm kind of interested, man. This talking season is going to be interesting, man. This talking season is going to be interesting. I hear a lot of people swearing that they know this, swearing that they know that, and they'd be completely wrong. And I'm not saying I'm judging people, but I'm saying, who you hearing it from? Who's everybody hearing something from? I know Stein ain't spent a bunch of time here.
No.
But I'm just like, I don't know, but he got all his people here doing their work. So, I mean, I'm the people who going to coach the people. Right. You know, the guys is here. I mean, Stein just going to, I don't know, man. Sheesh. Man, he's gonna come on the other side like a diamond. He better be in that pressure cooker. And I'm not saying because the pressure gonna be on him. Man, my first start down in Tuscaloosa.
Stop that. Stop.
Hold on. This is all I'm telling you. When I went in there, like, man, I've done this before. I've done this plenty of times. Pee-wees, middle school, high school. You know, I played in games. I came in the middle of games. But to start, and I was not overwhelmed. I was just confused by, like, what in the hell? Shit was happening so quick. I wasn't acclimated to the. So I left out of there like, damn, that just felt odd. That wasn't me. But that shit was so overwhelming that you can't tell them, hold on, let me catch up. It ain't no run it again. It ain't none of that shit. No. First down. Like the ball is the other team's ball. And that's why I'm like, I don't want it to get where, you know, it comes in and you try your left leg don't work. Try your right leg don't work. And all of a sudden, you just windmilling and like, and you ain't landing nothing. And I don't foresee that being the case. But I just think, man, I think we just gonna be under a microscope, man, just because all the money we spent in basketball, everybody's talking about where the money is being spent. That's why I wanted to see us spend good money in football to convince the country and to convince the fan base that we committed. Did I ever tell you about the SEC meeting?
No.
The football SEC meeting with the athletic directors?
No. Oh, yeah. No, you told me that. Yeah. Well, they told we got to get our shit together.
Y'all making us look bad.
Yeah, you told me that, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's where I think we need to be now. But I don't know, man. I ain't gonna say it's time for Mitch Barnhart to go, but that's the same thing too. Like we've kind of worn, this rodeo out. Like it's not that he's bad at what he does or whatever. The times just passed him by. Phil Fulmer, for instance. Fulmer, Lou Holtz, Steve Spurrier,
Dabo Sweeney.
Yeah, like it's first of all, Barnhart, like I said, I like him. I can criticize him because I support you a whole bunch. I know you're gonna have your goons calling and not calling me, but you'll have your goons looking out for. He said something bad about me. My feelings are hurt. You don't say nothing when some people support you and you do these idiotic shit like giving a 60-day contract buyout. But point being is, like he was last, he didn't want to pay the players. He wasn't gonna be bullied, and the whole SEC is like, man. Now, mind you, Tennessee, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, they've been paying players. Oh shit, we can pour the money on top of the table. Oh shit, woo! Here we go. All right, you get $1 million, you get it, and we ain't gonna pay them. Nah, because you feel like you're gonna be the up and up guy. Now, mind you, I don't want to get in nobody's business, nothing, but Rachel Lawson did the same thing.
She did.
And they tearing that ass up too.
They tore up. Yep.
And I'm not saying, me and Rachel, I feel her. If I could do that, But if I know my job is hinging on it, and just the evolution of the program is hinging on it, you got to pull the spur. You got to step away from the game, or just be like, go to a lower, go coach high school or something. But the more I think about it, people were saying it a long time ago that Mitch was too late to the NIL party where everybody had everything set up, like process was set up, the culture was set up, the funding was set up. Then by the time we jumped on them, we got this entity doing NIL. Everybody, we got 4 or 5 people doing NIL, so you can't go to the same donors. Why not just put everything together and we distribute the money the way it needs to be gone? But it was just so discombobulated. By the time we figure this shit out, man, everything that Mitch, and y'all want to say it's about Stoops. By the time we figure this shit out, everything that Mitch Barnhart built is going to crumble. Because, like I said, the football program was at its peak. We won how many national champs did he win? 2, both of them. Was he the director when Tubby won his?
No,
I think he was.
Was he?
I thought he came in later than that too. But he was athletic director when I was in school. I didn't know that.
Was he?
Yeah. Somebody broke that. He might have came in 98, 97 or 98. It might have came in 90. Huh? He wasn't? We are recruiting all over the country.
He started at 2016.
What?
No.
No.
That's something else. I'm sorry. 2002.
Really? Okay. So it was when I came back to school. Okay. He was here when I came back. All right. That's
hey, I'm gonna have to get off here, bro. I got a meeting.
All right, man. All right, we appreciate y'all for joining us. 2026 is on the way. We will continue this show next week. Like, subscribe, share, follow. We'll be back next week. Peace out.